Grateful again for the opportunity that this bill has brought for us to put again on record the importance of discussing the scourge of child poverty in our country, and particularly as it relates to children's nutrition. It simply is a fact that where the average height of 5-year-olds was progressively increasing up to 2013, it has since reversed, and children aged 5 are shorter today than they were in the past. It's also the fact that we have the dual burden, not only of stunting, but of obesity. A 30% increase since 2006, and a 22% increase of teenagers with type 2 diabetes since 2017. And all of this points to the poverty of children's diets in this country. And when we have this conversation, for me, it's never a matter of what can we afford to do about it. It's the fact we can't afford not to do something about this, because the knock-on impact on the NHS is immense. The knock-on impact on future work days missed for the next generation will be immense. And it's a sad reality that in a typical UK classroom, as my honourable friend said earlier, 1/3 of children will be living in relative poverty. We also know that children are the group most likely to be living in cold homes in this country. And probably the most startling statistic of all for people from my county, County Durham, that really shows what austerity over the last 1.5 decades has done to our children, is that there's been a 250% increase in the number of children in the care system, the cost of which is immense for the local taxpayer, and the human and social cost is immense for them. But somewhere between being in that care system and being a happy child with a healthy life are many children who live in conditions of neglect. And that is why it is so important that the state and the school sometimes does that work where the children are not getting in the home. I hope that the Child Poverty Task Force will report soon, and that we will see the start of some positive change. And I welcome the breakfast clubs introduced by this government that will not only make a difference to ensuring that children start the day well fed and having settled, but it will also make a cost of living difference. I met a constituent a few months ago who shared with me that it was costing her £400 a month just to pay for her children to be looked after from the hours of 7:30 till the start of the school day. And that was having a massive impact on her. So for her, that breakfast club is an extra £400 a month. So I'm grateful for that. But I think that what's being proposed today is really quite a small, it's a modest and sensible tweak, really, that addresses the challenge of children not being enrolled. And I'm grateful for the Minister saying a moment ago that the government will look at this, because we cannot afford to allow a generation of children to grow up as they are right now.